XRP has been in a very interesting situation today. You guys have got to understand that the price is fluctuating a lot because obviously it's up a ton, but also because something happened in the market that I made an update video on earlier today that I think some people are confused about. Let me quickly set the record straight. There's one crypto exchange out there right now called 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗃, again, singular, one, like I described in that video, that basically had some issues with XRP traders over the past few days, well, and perhaps in the next few days and weeks, because the price pumped too much and they had some internal issues. I've seen the comment section. A lot of people, for some reason, to my surprise, didn't get what the word one exchange and 𝗪𝗲𝗃 meant, and they are asking me the question, at least I've seen now a lot of people, saying misleading information, should I sell, should I pull my money, which, what? And again, to me, it's all very logical because I think I explained everything clearly, but still some people said there's misinformation. And again, I don't understand when I have the website in front of me and I can literally read. And in the video, I say, hey, I'm just trying to figure it out as well. If it's not true, let me know down below. But at first I didn't believe it anyway, but now I found it on the exchange itself. So, I mean, if you don't believe it, then I don't know. Even in the video, I described that for me, the trading still works fine on this one specific platform. But if people are reporting they can't get their money off and that, well, again, I can read the message that the trades are invalidated, I like to report it. So again, to summarize the situation, one specific crypto platform that some people use, I don't use it, my friends don't use it. So it doesn't affect me at all in any way, shape, or form. It does not affect me and 99% of the people watching. But some people, and that's why I have to report on it, they probably lost out on a lot of money. It's just like right now saying, if you use, for example, a bank, right? Santander Bank, choose a bank. I might not use that bank. If you're having issues, it doesn't concern me, but still, if you're using that bank, you want to know, right? And if all of a sudden there's a crazy liquidity crisis or some issue close to you and around you concerning your currency, I should say, I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know. So that's why I made the video on it. That's why I said, hey, this is an emergency video. Because probably still, out of the 40,000 people watching that video, probably at least 1,000 or 2,000, maybe 3,000 people have used it, and they might be very much hurt, and they might have not known. So it's nice for them to get an update. And I think it's important for all the XRP holders to realize that not every platform is the same. Anyway, so having said that, because apparently people thought it was misinformation or I'm deliberately lying to them or they think they should sell because of this. Again, I am not sure where the communication is going wrong because for me, it's all very obvious. One platform is having issues. I'm reporting on that platform having issues. So in case you're using it, you're aware. I'm not sure why somebody would conclude now that everybody has to sell. Like I just said, it's the same for one bank in the world having an issue over in freaking Taiwan, and you right now want to sell everything that's on your bank. You want to go sell your house. I mean, how is that connected to one another? Right? But anyway, that's just me. Again, a lot of these people are newbies. They're new to the crypto space, so I find it okay. A lot of the loyal viewers, the ones that are around for a while, they know my commandments, right? This is XRP Daily's little list. This is not my list. It's just an example of a few things, but I'm waiting for quite a lot of things to happen before I'm really seriously thinking of selling off my assets. That does not mean I can't sell some coins here and there, for example, of my position or that I do not think is going to drop, as I've said 1,000 times, and I'll say forever. If you right now are witnessing life-changing gains and you're afraid of going back below $1, sell it off and try to buy it back cheaper, or just don't complain, right? Because nobody knows what the market's doing. But I have so many things I'm still waiting for. The market's still so young, and right now it kind of seems like we're only entering this Ethereum phase of the broader bull market. That to me, I don't know. I don't really think of selling that often, but maybe that's just my stupidity though. Right now, as I said before, if I was in a different situation, I'd probably cash out a lot. Why? Because these are all-time high prices still. Even at $2.50 or $40, wherever it's at right now. Last week it was at $1.80, something like that. So if you're still annoyed or dissatisfied, man, we're just completely different people. But then again, I have a multi-year plan. So it's just nice to see we're getting back to these heights. And then I can kind of like tell myself again, you see all these years you knew what was going on. I can sell some of these positions to just lock in some profit if I want to. Even now at $2.40, completely fine. Very, very comfortable. But I can also just hold on because I don't think the market's over anytime soon. Then again, if everything starts crashing hard, you might want to change your strategies a bit. Obviously buy, in my opinion, right? Buy the freaking dip, but maybe with some bigger margins in the midst. And that's the thing a lot of people don't understand about bull markets. For the most part, it's just wiser to buy the freaking dip than to sell everything and be done. but also it's very, very quick. Everything goes fast, up fast, and then sometimes also the downside quite fast. So here, for example, the narrative shifted where today none of the ISO coins are pumping a lot. Tron was 39 cents earlier, right now it's 34. A lot of coins will go up and down by crazy margins throughout the day or multiple days. It's just something you have to accept about the broader crypto market, that your coins will move a lot. So if you get used to the prices that they're at and you're not in the back of your head knowing that they could go back down or they could have a big paradigm shift, for example, right now, a lot of money from many of these alts is going to flow to Ethereum for a bit to just keep it stacking, and then it might take a few months to go back and rotate into your alts. Then again, you're just a novice, you're new to this whole space, but you'll get used to it quickly. As I said, many of the coins I'm holding right now, I'm holding for some way bigger plan, but even Popcat, right? To name an example, this was the hottest thing a few weeks ago, but then recently here, it's actually only been going down, right? To name an example, you can see from like freaking August all the way towards what? The middle of November here, it was the hottest thing, going up some crazy margins throughout that time. And then from the middle of from the middle of November, right now, the last couple of weeks, it's been going down. Just like how Bitcoin in bull markets does have its slow periods. And here, like for example, back in May or April of 2021, it went down 50-60% or so over the next 3 months before going back up another 150% over the next 3 to 4 months. It's all part of the bigger process. You got to get used to all that. By the way, I'm using Blowfin for all our trading. If you actually are really a freaking warrior, right, and you bought the dip just now, you could have bought yourself a pretty juicy dip at 232. Could have actually had a nice little flip here in the midst as well, because it went up again 6% or so from that bottom. Never will I guarantee you that the price is going to go anywhere, by the way. Right now, we're having a bit of a broader squeeze where, again, if you religiously just bought the freaking XRP dip, you could have made a juicy sum of money on these bounces because it bounced back hard every single time. Pretty soon, then, we're going to have ourselves a decisive moment for XRP, either a breakdown from 240, so to speak, or a break upwards from 260, so to speak. And from there, we'll basically decide where we're going to go next. And ultimately, man, that's the funny thing. This crypto market will play with your emotions. Let it be known that this is never going to be an easy journey. It never was. It never will be. And you know the funnier thing? When things are going down, the journey is way easier because you're used to things going down. When things are going up, you get used to things going up. So the moment they go down, you feel scared. XRP, and this is all I want to say real quick, right, was number 2 in the rankings a couple years ago. 130 bill, a little bit of where we are at right now. Second in the rankings, half of Bitcoin's market cap. Back then, all right, were the real good times for XRP. Right now, in my opinion, we haven't seen anything yet. In terms of price, we've hit an all-time high. But again, if you think that this was the end, I personally think maybe, just cyclically, maybe it's the end of a bit and then it bounces back. I don't know, right? Nobody really knows. That's why I always say take caution with whatever you're doing. Maybe it's a rotation where some of the altcoins are pumping right now, the others are waiting a little bit. I do not know. I do not really care. All I know is the broader market, man. It's, in my opinion, going for such a crazy super cycle. We had such crazy manipulation. You know what? I'll do a video on some of the crazy secrets and manipulation tactics that I've been seeing or that I think might have happened and that are causing our price to go down. I'll get that out later to you guys. If you want to see that, make sure you press the like button on this video now anyway. And once more, guys, if you're ever asking DustyBC, hey, have you lost faith? Man, you're crazy for asking me that question. Dusty, are you selling everything? I've already told you, I have no bonds, no commitment to any coin. I sell whenever I feel as if it won't go higher in the next few months or years. For XRP, I feel like we've not hit the top, but my feelings may be wrong. I've been holding for many years. I've been holding many coins for many years. Maybe you don't like to be patient. You want to buy and sell things quick. That's why you have these positions. And literally, guys, maybe tomorrow I wake up and I'm like, you know what? $2, for example, right? You know, it might, for example, if it breaks down at $2.34, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to cash out because we put $250 in. I'm going to cash out $3,500 just so I have something. And then I'll wait to see if we go back to $1.94, for example, and then try to buy back in. And if we fall down lower, for example, back here, I try to buy back in harder, for example, on the bounce, because every single time it does bounce pretty well. But not everybody has the same strategy. Most people that are entering right now, I've noticed, they're weak, man. Really, the emotional comments that I keep seeing in this comment section are crazy, and sometimes it makes me fearful. The real holders, I'm not addressing you at all here. I know you guys know the game. You know what's going on. But again, I see all the comments. The amount of people who are misinformed or saying stupid stuff really now, is kind of making me a bit afraid that the dumb money has entered the game. But then again, I look at launches, I look at most of our coins. The real dumb money isn't really here just quite yet. It's entered a little bit, but it's not really here because things would get even way more volatile at that point. But you understand where I'm coming from, hopefully. Also want to quickly say, because I'm reading through these comments here, man, there are so many scam tokens in this, but it's almost impossible to get rid of them. Another question I might get is, Dusty, why did you make that negative video? Why are you FUDing XRP? If you really think that's my goal with making a video on the fact that people might be losing out on a ton of money, and where I said publicly, hey, if you've lost something, if they're doing this to you, let me know in the comment section, and I'll specifically speak out, but I already spoke out there by making that video. If that's bad, really, then let's just agree to disagree, because I'm definitely of the opinion that whatever I've done here can either help people or just expose a scam of sorts or expose something really dark that's happening, but for some reason, people disagree, and I don't get why. And again, one question I do understand that was quite common was, will this cause a XRP price drop? No. By almost any logical definition, it shouldn't necessarily cause any drop because first of all, the exchange itself is not that relevant in terms of volumes, even though they might claim they are. But second of all, if they're refunding and changing things for people, why would that affect the XRP price? Think about it, right? Oh, people are going to have to pay money back. Okay, cool. But if their mechanism wasn't working properly, people weren't getting liquidated when they should have been, and shorts weren't getting wrecked, so to speak, all it could have caused is some basically extra downwards pressure that right now might have been relieved, and people paying money back. Sure, it all has to settle in hindsight, but if they're reversing all the trades, in reality, all they're causing is for people to start paying each other on that platform, but it doesn't really affect anything with the price, and I'm not so sure how you could get the idea that it would. I really don't know where you're deriving that from. Oh, but Dusty, people have to pay back, so... Yeah, but why would that cause the price to dump? Like, why would that happen? Ultimately, also on the same end, people on the other side would get their money back. The only annoying thing you might add is people who longed XRP, if they have to pay back the money to people who shorted XRP. Again, on one specific platform, not everywhere in the world. I have to make that clear because some people don't get it. Yeah, that might be a little bit negative for them. Generally speaking, for the market, though, it will do nothing. Just maybe fear because people don't know. They don't like to read. They don't like to watch the video. They just like to really dive in. They just like to look at the title and say, oh, you're wrong or scam. This is not true. But man, at the end of the day, all we're doing is trying to help. At the end of the day, guys, I'll say it once more. I know what I'm holding. Is there any fear in me? Even if somebody writes the most outrageous post, here's why I'm selling. You think I'm going to be like, oh, maybe I should too? Man, you think I'm that weak? That's somebody else's opinion? That, in my opinion, is not relevant to me at all. People have their opinions all the time. There's literally people saying, let me rephrase that differently. Half of the people, right, in the US, for example, maybe slightly less than half, disagree with the freaking president that's chosen. Do you guys get what I mean? Any decision that you make, there will be at least 20% of the people, most likely, that are very much against whatever you're doing. So whatever investment you've got, the fact that the price is not at $1 billion is because people disagree. They're looking at you thinking you're stupid. So if you let all those people who disagree with you affect your daily judgment and your investments like that, you're not going to get very far, man. At the end of the day, not everybody can be rich. A lot of people do not have the balls. And I like, man, sometimes I'm having too much fun making these things. Really, if it was that easy, right? Everybody would have done it. No. These journeys, I never said they were going to be easy. I never said it was going to be only up. But we know what we hold, right? Again, I'm not trying to make people just blind believers in something like, oh, you know. No, I'm just saying logically. We know the run usually lasts multiple months. We know the alt season is barely starting because even ETH hasn't hit an all-time high yet. Yes, XRP went for a crazy run just now and they might cause some corrections in the midst. But I still believe that the broader part of the run, there's still a lot of good stuff to come. But right now, we're basically still entering the Ethereum phase with some ISO coins taking a bigger leap and some coins like Tron going crazy already. Sure. But for the most part, I don't think we've really seen the craziest of gains yet. In my opinion, it still has to come. But if you want to cash in some profits just to secure things, hey, by all means do that. But if you're panicking because the price is down of what? It's only up 377% this month instead of 400%, and that's where you go into my comment section crying, then I don't think I want to hang around with you too much anymore. Nobody said it was going to be easy. If it was too easy, everybody would have done it. We have so much cool stuff coming though, and I'm excited for it all, right? A lot of these things are going to happen. But I'll talk about the Korean manipulation strategy that I think might be going on, because there's some interesting stuff going on there that might be suppressing the XRP price. I'll talk about it later though, but I just wanted to make this little quick intermediary video about what's going on right now and why you shouldn't really be too worried, because I think it might be due, especially because some people were calling it like lies or whatever. So yeah. Hopefully it's informed to people that were unaware. At the end of the day, I'm still holding on. I'm still doing good. Hopefully you guys are doing good. I'm just scrolling through the comments, seeing if somebody's, again, saying something ridiculous. I like one of these one of these comments. They said, the exchange that had issues right now, they don't have enough money to make all these millionaires. I like that. And again, a lot of people saying fake or no. I'm not selling, dude. F off. What do you mean fake, guys? I don't get it. Another person says, stop clickbaiting people, mate. You've bought low. This is the top. Tell people to get out yesterday. You said to Moon. No. Man. Bro doesn't have 100 grand on the platform. Only, I don't think this will occur. Watch out for fake news. Somebody else says, you mentioned a clickbaiter. To be honest, your video, this title is a bit clickbaity. For me, once more, it's very much an emergency. But again, opinions may differ. I just give you context right here as to why I thought it was due to make another little update video here. But I'll call this one, what's going on right now? Again, ladies and gentlemen, no, nothing crazy meant. Just trying to help out here. And if you're not using the platform that I talked about here, you're fine. Yeah, in my opinion, at least. Price can still go down or up, whatever. But yeah, for all the people there are, you might be screwed. So maybe check it out. And man, the amount of people saying fake, just check it yourself for the next time. Just go to the freaking platform and look it up. Instead of that, man. Anyway, maybe emotions are taking over here. But at the end of the day, I don't really mind anybody saying that. It's just, please, don't just trust me. Verify it for yourself. If you really think it's fake, then confirm it. Because in this case here, it can't be because I looked it up in the video. You can see it. Oh, have a good day, guys. I hope you're all holding fine. I am. But it's been a crazy day, that's for sure.